What is up, my movie fanatics? We have a special review today. We just came back from seeing
TMNT.
We're really excited. She is a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, hence the shirt. Can I see your shirt? Yay! You did wear it today, huh?
Yes.
So we figured we'd do the review together. We're going to do a couple breakdowns of everything. I think it'll be more fun that way because there's a lot of things that we love. There's a lot of things that kind of rubbed us the wrong way. And then we'll give you our final rating. So first up is the Turtles. I think they were the #1 most talked about thing from day one when we first saw the images of them. What did you think?
I like them.
You like them?
Yeah, from the trailers I was like, I don't know, maybe. But I like them.
Did you? Oh yeah, I loved the Turtles. I agree with you. I was very iffy about how they looked.
They did look like Shrek though.
They kind of did look like Shrek at some, like certain movements and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a little odd. But I really liked the gear and how different they were. Like, usually if you guys remember the cartoon and the movies and stuff, they always kind of looked like they were same body build. They all had different body builds and their personalities were really, really different. And they all shined in their own way, and they made everybody equally cool. It wasn't like that Raphael standing out more or Michelangelo, I can't say it. But either way, they all stood out very well. They were very fun and easy to like. Don't you think they were easy to like? I personally thought the Turtles were really fun and cool. Now let's talk about Megan Fox and Will Arnett. What did you think of them?
Terrible. Megan Fox.
Okay, Megan Fox's April O'Neil was terrible off the wall tour. The only thing that I liked about her was the cool yellow jacket she wore, and the TMNT fans.
Yeah, but that really wasn't like her. That was
that's more
the character.
Yeah, that's just more the character. She cannot. I'm not a Megan Fox fan at all, but I thought that she was too fake in it. From the trailers, with spoiler free here, you guys remember when Mikey says it's just a mask and he pulls it off, and she does that feint. And it's so fake. She's like, ha! It's even worse in the movie. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Was it funny? But Will Arnett as Vernon, he was really funny. I liked him a lot. Did you like him?
Yeah, he was good.
He had a really, really good main part. Then we had William Fichtner, who played Eric Sachs. I personally like him. He plays a good evil. Like, you like him because he plays a good villain, but you hate him because he's so good at playing a villain.
No, you're trying to say he's the guy that you love to hate.
Yeah, what she said. I did really like him. So, pretty much all of the acting itself was really cool. Fun fact, I did not realize this. I was looking up who plays the voices, and Leonardo is played by Johnny Knoxville. I wanted to share that because I'm a big Knoxville fan, and I did not realize that. But they were all...
It makes sense now after
it does make a lot of after seeing it. Yeah,
I guess so.
Okay, so the plot. What did you think of the plot and the upbringing of the Turtles?
I feel like they did a good job explaining like the backstory and stuff, but I was a little disappointed on like just overall. I expected more, I guess.
I agree. No, I totally agree because the backstory they take in this movie, they take a good chunk of time explaining who, what, when, where, and why the Turtles are here. Yeah. And that is really good for an opener movie. Like, this is the first one, obviously. Is there going to be more? I'm sure there will be. But they did a really good job of explaining everything, and they gave it a really interesting backstory. If you are a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, they do change the backstory a little bit. I don't know if you guys will necessarily like it. For me, I loved it. It worked. A lot of differences, but really cool. Like, at the same time. It was easy to follow for, like, kids. You know, I'm looking at a kid's note. We took her cousin, and he's only 8. He had no problem understanding. Like, he knew what was going on the whole time. So then I guess let's go to the villains. Villains, because they had Foot Clan, and then they had Shredder.
Yeah, I mean, altogether, I thought that it was weak. But I don't know. Like, I know you didn't really like Shredder, but I mean, I thought he was okay.
Shredder looked cool. Mm-hmm. Looked really cool, actually. I loved the way he looked. Well, but I hated his shredder arms, whatever those were, stupid. It was just unrealistic. And I didn't like, not that I want to say unrealistic, because what's realistic about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? But it was just, it didn't look right against his body, because you guys know, like me, he's a samurai warrior. And then, like, when you see Splinter or Shredder fight, it like the armor seems so heavy and boxy, and then he fights and he moves faster and quicker than the Turtles and Splinter. That's another person we gotta talk about, Splinter. We'll get to that in a second. As for the Foot Clan, but I mean, like, Shredder as a whole though, like, I liked him, but I didn't like him. I just didn't like his whole I can throw knives and weird dude. It was just weird and different for me. I don't know. But for you, you said it was okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it was doable. Okay. Yeah. The Foot Clan, I loved the way they looked. I hated everything else about them. That's just me, because this is Ninja Turtles. Everything is based around the ninja. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you can remember from the first movie, like the original movie, they were ninjas. Mm-hmm. They weren't. This is like, because they had this awesome samurai villain, quote unquote, and then they had like a military behind him. Like, he was controlling a military almost. Isn't that what it seemed like, a military force? Like SWAT.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a SWAT team. It was different. It was odd. I'm not saying I didn't like it. Like, the guns would be like a nice improvement, but like, there's only one scene I can think of where the guys use swords. The Foot Clan used swords.
Right.
One scene. And then we get to Master Splinter himself. I loved Splinter.
I loved him too.
I loved him more than the Turtles.
I think they captured him really well.
Yeah. So overall, what did I like about the movie? I love the characters. I loved how they captured so much of the silly detail. Like, if you guys, I don't want to give anything away, but by silly detail, you guys should know, like, I'm talking like stuff that was most memorable of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They didn't leave anything out. You know what I mean? True fans are gonna walk in there and be like, oh, okay, so they were this. I mean, like, even Michelangelo had a skateboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was so cool. Like, yeah, it was a new age technology skateboard, but it was still really cool. I liked it actually better than the old school skateboard, because it kind of added a twist to it.
Yeah, because it's updated.
Yeah, it was more updated, which I loved how they updated it, made it very appropriate. It was fun. It was a fun movie. It kept you on your toes. The comedy, how about the comedy?
Oh, it was great.
It was perfect. The comedy was perfect. The villain was a little weak, not very memorable, but still entertaining. Everything was really good. Was, in my eyes, as close to perfect as you're going to get, because I still love the original movie more than anything. But I grew up on that movie, so yeah. I'm just being a hard critic.
That was good, all in all.
All in all, what was your favorite part? Without giving any spoilers.
Right.
You don't have... My favorite part was the elevator scene at the end. You guys will see that later. That was my favorite. The very end. That part was the greatest part. It was just the most entertaining. But the whole movie itself, though, I just liked how it flowed. So what are you going to give it out of 5?
Out of 5, 3.5.
That's exactly what I was going to give it.
Really?
Yeah.
We think alike.
We do think alike. Because would I recommend you go see this? Definitely in a heartbeat. Do I think really hardcore Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans are going to have a problem with it? I could see that. I can see some stuff that they're going to have a problem with.
Yeah.
Like,
people are too harsh.
They're too harsh. But the movie, in my eyes, was fun. It was entertaining. So, guys, that was our review. Go see it. Check it out. Lots of fun. Very entertaining. Bring the kids if you have them. And as always, take care.
Happy watching.